Alright guys, we're back for some more Rage and Loop. Last time we dealt with the Midoruma, both physically and philosophically, I guess, with the help of Mamiya and Hashimoto, so everything should be good, surely. And we're just gonna head back and everyone's gonna have a nice, happy time and it's the good ending, right? Right. Sounds about right. I briefly told Mami-san about the feast and that they helped prevent it. Oh, she did wonder how I knew about it. I considered telling her about the looping, mostly because it seemed interesting. But I was too tired to talk for that long. That was where I ended the interview. She made me exchange phone numbers, eager to interview me someday. We then met up with everyone in the hall and we all went down to Saranada. I looked around for Mako, but I couldn't find her anywhere. Dude, you just left her for like 3 hours. Gotta find Mako. Though I noticed that my backpack was completely out of food. And then she's probably the one that stopped Rikato, man. That's what I'm saying. Some writing stuff was done too, and there's some clumsy letters on the waterproof bed. Thank you, Sayuki-san. And that was it. I didn't get it, but I could only guess she was satisfied with something and just left. I was kind of worried though. But I had no doubts that she would grow up strong. Oh, we're not gonna look for her? I'd look for her, man. And that no one would ever catch her again. Going down Saranada on rubber boats was pretty easy. The fantastical mist surrounding us was very beautiful, enchanting, and I could totally understand why the people of the past thought this was Yomi. Eventually, the mists ended, and so did the forest. Rikato-san was watching as the mist grew more distant. She was silently crying. Yeah, I might have taken her side if everyone in Yasumizu were irredeemable scumbags. The moment I thought that, Chimi and Haru-chan pinched my ass like they just read my mind. Haru-chan supposedly could read minds, but she actually sussed it out herself this time. It'd be hard for anyone who's not Mochi to handle her, or handle being her boyfriend. True. Even just the mind reading thing. I feel like that's it's kind of a rough rough thing to have for relationships. As we arrived at the crossroads and got out, I saw Mitsuchi waiting for us with 3 4-wheelers nearby. Thought she got captured, but maybe she just lost her powers.
ごめん。もう夢は終わったんだよ。
Sushi bat.
君の羊も戻ったの?
Okay, so the dream is over. Maybe it is just... There's no way they would end it, though, without any, like, reveal of what the fuck's going on with Mako. But maybe they would. I don't know.
心配した?
したよ。何人かボートごと転身するしよ。
申し訳ない。その狼様。
ああ、この人ただの羊
She
なんで
does look
気に
wolfish,
しない
though.
でください。
てめえ何言ってやがる。つうか、いいのかよ。神だとかいう話だったろ。
このメンバーにはバラして OK。
ああ、そうかよ。道理でてめえがそうやって住人の前でバカみてえに仮面抱えてると思ったぜ。
と、忘れるところだった。野里さん、これ、僕は演技に使いましたが、
Probably dirty as fuck. Hopefully you cleaned the inside at least before wearing it. That's just bedding to get like an eye infection or something.
なんと。
中には骨もありました。きちんと整理して埋葬だか
Put it in the new shrine.
とにかく
Maybe.
お任せします。
受けたまわった。まあ、私に考古学だのなんだのの才覚はないのだが。
多分そのうち適切な人材が現れますよ。と。そういえば他の人は？
もう勝原のホテルに着いた。 そっからしばらく
Bus
熱海
tour.
行きのバスツアーにぶっ込むからな。
Little vacay.
あとは任せろ。
マジでどういう組織なんだ君んとこは。
正義の味方。
The sheeps of justice.
すげえ元カノ持ってたんだな僕は。
元カノ言うなバカ。まあてめえにも何かしら音沙汰があんだろうから。
Really?
首洗って待ってろ。
Are we part of the sheep of justice crew now? I thought this was a one-time deal.
ここまでして殺されんの僕。
We do have the mind for looping, though. If there's any road dreamers out there.
言い方が悪かった。まあ大ごとにはしねえようにするから安心しろ。
じゃあ着去は解除しとく。
着去かよ。つくづくひでえとしか言いよ
When
う
did
が
we
ね
even
え
get
や
our
つだよ
number, man?
お前はよ。
僕はまともだ。狂ってるのは世界だ。
あ、悪い。乗ってくれ。
いや、
ああ、三峰光次。最近破局した噂の元カノで正義の味方をやってるらしく、ここで偶然再会した。
なんつう紹介してんだてめえ。
光次、芹沢千恵美さん。誰かさんの陰謀でループ地獄にはまった中で。
And they never really told us how she retained her memories.
噂じゃない。っていうかやめてよ。あの壮絶な思い出の数々をそんな感じで簡略化すんのは。
まあその辺のあれは俺のせいもあるし、何も言わねえにしても相変わらず最低だなお前。
僕をけなしとけばいいって風潮は間違ってると思う。
いいからもう寝たい。お風呂もできれば入りたい。
They're all tuttered out.
うさいし。
Okay.
神様を殺したい。
なんだよこの面白ご一行様は。
いやもう全く。
あんたが保護者か。まあ乗ってくれ。春明、あんたはバイクあったけど乗ってくか。
いや、
I'm out of here, man. We've been here long enough.
ここで
Back on the road.
そうか、わかった。
バカ。私は嫌いじゃないよ。えげつない春秋のこと。私らのことは気にせずに素直になれば。
Nope.
たまには社に詣でに来ませい。町のお方。
春ちゃんはこっち向いて。ハッサンとやらはとっとと帰るといい。来るときは面白土産をな。
またいずれ。
See ya, bro. Better got his number, man.
他の
Gotta
みんな
chill
も
sometime.
よろしくじゃないか。僕はもう死んだことになってるし。じゃ、いいや。おやすみ。さよなら。
I said that and turned around.
バカ。
That was the last thing I heard from them. Then I heard them no longer. Been a while, my beloved bike, though I'd hop on it later. A power drive, some stream walking, cliff climbing, excavating, acting, fighting, negotiating. No day has been as exhausting as this one. I finally remembered that my hand was injured, but the fatigue numbed the pain. I'd just sleep. I really wanted some sleep. Doesn't feel like an ending. Just saying. Maybe. I don't know. I woke up surrounded by mist. Woke up next to a pile of corpses.
なんてね。寝すぎだよ、春秋さん。
It's a nightmare. It's a
遠
nightmare.
くへ連れてってよ。
It's a nightmare. Yeah. That kind of stuff wouldn't happen again. I believed it for a second, and then not really. Nothing strange would happen in reality.
人狼なんているわけないじゃないか。
I whispered to no one. Then I gathered my stuff and left. The place where the convenience store was supposed to be was empty. It was all just forest. Of course that was all just a dream. I didn't get lost anymore, but I felt like I'd soon forget this road. That was what dreams were like. Haruchan's whole thing was just a juvenile delusion. Mitsuji's organization was just a public peacekeeping agency. God was purely psychological. There, all of that had to be products of reality. Surely all those things. The endless serenata, the rotting Yomibito, the few monsters, a certain someone's love. It was all a dream. That was how I'd chosen to look at it. And so I returned to my normal everyday life. Roll credits? They wouldn't. There's no way. One day. One day, Mako appeared? I don't know. A while after that. A while? What are we doing?
県郡富士吉村で村長が汚職で隕石人
Oh shit. The mayor was the Hidaruma guy. Right?
橿原地方のペット業者が破産で
Or
大量の犬を
are they the, no, the Higuchi, not the. It's the Midaruma, and then there's the Higuchi. Right, right.
これだけか新聞見ろって割におとなしいな
Wait, let me read that again. So I guess when he got, I guess that's cleaning up, like stop doing the feast to kill all the freaking dogs they have on hold. After the incident, I gathered local newspapers and mimicked the previous Nosato family heads. Did Nosato send them a text about this? Based? See, they are still in touch. Yet these were the only relevant reports I found. Though it wasn't nothing, it would be rash to underestimate this. A village mayor, probably a Midaruma or someone related, resigning was something that simply couldn't have happened there before. Even if it had, it would be something that went unnoticed. The people would simply decide it through secret power struggles. This could only mean that there was something a lot worse than just corruption, and this made it out to the public because they simply couldn't hide it all. The same went for the pet shop. If the Midaruma had really used rabies for the corruption, it would be national news. After all, it was basically a form of bioterrorism. It literally is. Good thing people can't just make like a rabies bomb. I'm pretty sure it needs to be like injected into you. Imagine like a big gas, like rabies bomb. That would be horrifying. Hell, with all the rabid dogs they had, the disease must have spread to other mammals like rats, according to what I looked up. If these rabid animals spread all over, Japan would no longer be considered rabies-free, and that would cost the country a lot. Otherwise, those were just unhygienic dogs trained in a weird way. I still don't see the reason to have rabies. Like, it would make sense if, like, throughout, like, the early half of the story, we saw, like, someone infected with rabies, and we just thought that they were Yomibito. I guess maybe that was supposed to be what happened to Rikako. The Midaruma just injected her with rabies for taking Shami's corruption, quote-unquote. So maybe that is the example, and explains why she turned into Yomibito, so maybe it does work now. But if there was, like, a weird, like, rabid zombie thing, then obviously this would be the answer to that. But we didn't really see the effect of rabies too much for most things. Or maybe the elitists hid it to prevent panic and loss of resources. Well, there was Mitsuji's job too. I hadn't heard from them yet, and I got nothing when trying to call her myself, even though I sang the Buddha's Ashrot. Well, whether government or secret organization, I hoped her group did whatever they had to in the background. Apparently the situation in Fujiyoshi was stable. There was a mayoral election, and the Nosato had ended up taking the post. Yo, the Nosato's rising up. You love to see it. The one good family, kinda. The reason why they skipped the Higuchi was probably too complicated to release for the public. I was informed of this through an email left by Kiyonosuke no Satoshi, their pen buddies. This really is the good ending. He was outside the village right now. Vacation in the tropics with Rikako, please. Along with Rikako. Yo, it's so good. Okay, never mind. I'm feeling ending vibes now. We'll see though. He's rationalized this with his family by saying that he would seclude himself with her and keep the danger that was the Umetsu family away. Bold. Yeah, he's really making a sacrifice. I'm sure he's suffering every day. He could easily contact his brother, current head and mayor, and get info from him, and I could probably learn more if I contacted them. But this was their problem now. If I went any deeper, I'd just be a rubbernecker. Never heard of that, but I guess it's just being like nosy. A rubbernecker. I did find out that life in Yasumizu carried on as always, which was good enough for me. Oh man. Did the fact that I'd been trying to copy the previous Nosatos mean that I still hadn't recognized the whole event as a dream? Or maybe I had some lingering feelings. I could still see her at the edge of my vision. Was it that hard for me to end it? Weird. My flashback was extremely vivid, and I still still failed to leave me. What that? Wait, she's really here. This time you're like, that's kind of weird that you're saying Shami.
Yeah.
I almost screamed. Almost. Wish we could get the tour. All I see is big butts.
おかげさまで。
And brown wallpaper, I think. Or that could be lighting. Hopefully it's not brown wallpaper. I don't hate brown wallpaper, but it's like, feels like it's for old people. He's not that old yet.
あ、ご丁寧にどうも。
Yo?
生子まんじゅう。
Sea cucumber
どこの名
manju.
物なんだこれ。
Sea cucumbers. Are sea cucumbers the freaky ones? Sorry, has to be investigated. Sea cucumber. You know I love manju. I don't know about it with sea. Yeah, sea cucumbers are the freaky ones, man. The ones that look like penises. That's crazy. Who's putting that in manju? Replacing the bean filling with the sea cucumber fluids? Get out of here.
ちえみ先生はどこから入ったのかな。
さっきいっぱい人が出てきたからオートロックはそれで
Lots of people just left? What was bro doing? They always came in droves, so I just left the door open. Insane.
知り合い？
編集者。
実はさっきから気になってるんだけど
We're an author?
この真新しい本の山
Please don't end the game with saying that. You know what? Maybe I'll write a story about this dream and call it Raging Loop. Please don't do that to me. Please.
憲本だね。
え、作家さん？
一応。
Based though. Based. That's my dream. I want to be an author. Still working on it though.
これテレビで見たことある。
He's famous.
こっちは学生協で全部作家の名義違うじゃん。
We will never learn his real name.
本名はどれかな。
どうせ全部偽名でしょっていうか、久石春明って。
Unless.
久石陽明、久石陽明、不在証明、アリバイのことじゃない。
Damn,
はい、
that's
ふざけて
crazy.
ましたね。
Wonder if any Japanese speakers saw that. it'd probably be hard to see that like at the start of the game, but kudos to them if they did. But like when they started doing this weird like language flipping and matching with words, I bet like some people probably found that out. That's cool though. I don't understand the written language, so it's not like that didn't really doesn't mean much to me, but it is cool.
根底がふざけている。っていうか何それ、人気小説家？人生の勝利者じゃん。庶民なめんな。
And I bet Mamiya would really like to have interviewed him then.
一応締め切りと編集者と文才の枯渇に怯えながら細々と暮らしているんですが、
本名は？
He's lying. She chased me around my office and studied for around a minute. Then,
まあいいですわ。
そうだ。一体なんでここに？
みっちゃんに住所を聞いて。
みっちゃん？
sheep.
みつじさん。
They're still in contact is crazy.
なんで仲良くなってん
Yeah,
です
that's
か？
kind of crazy.
あいつだけはやめとけっていっぱい言われた。
いよいよなんで来たの？
あれから5社ほど落ちまして。
Damn.
おお、それは気の毒な。
Sucks.
大学は軽く夏休みだったりもしまして。
もうそんな季節か。
ちょっと気分転換が必要だな。そういえば二血してくれるっていうナンパな兄ちゃんがいたなって。
ああ、夢の中で。
ちえみは夢の中とは思ってないけど。
いいのかな。目の前にいるのはループの中で3人の女子に手を出したリアル狼だけど。
あら大変。じゃあそばにいなきゃ。また
Hey,
話
hey,
せる
hey.
ように。
Don't do it.
言うじゃないか。
どう？
I don't
いろい
know.
ろあった
I feel
甲斐
like
あ
they'd
っ
be
て
scared
ちょっと
with
はいい
Chiemi.
女になった？
She does have the killing streak inside her.
趣味は悪いと思う。
お互い様でしょ？
Denied that would have pissed me off, so I said nothing.
一本取った？
じゃあ先に10本取った側の言うことを何でも聞くって賭けをしようか。
やったー。
何を？
ちえみちゃんは自称春明さんのルールを破りに来たんだから。
Crazy OST.
ここから先は
Coming in. Coming in. Okay, but where's Mako?
二人でどこまでも狂っちゃうって言ってたって。だったらちえみは春明さんの敵でいいや。優秀な対戦相手、あるいはお邪魔虫としてずっとひっついていくよ。
What are you even talking about?
神様。
いい度胸だ、人間。
She always smiled, stuck out her tongue, and ran off ahead of me. A cheerful, insane, weird girl. That was very scary and interesting. I'd play along. I'd catch up to her.
じゃあこれかぶって。
New drip?
みっちゃんのお下がり？
別れてから買ったバイクですから、ヘルメットだって新品だよ。
Oh.
そっかそっか。ふむふむ。
なんだろう。
ネットかぶる前にちょうだい。
Kiss?
ずっと我慢してたんだから。
Oh, it's so cheesy. Crap, what a surprise attack.
そんなん言われたらするよ。
Can we get a full CG of it, though, for a thumbnail? Just as she asked, I kissed her.
おめでとう。
Aw.
君はこいつに唇を奪われた13人目の女の子です。
13th?
おめでとう。
Not bad.
春明さんは生まれて初めて中で敗北感を感じたため、苦し紛れに過去のスコアを晒しました。
行くぞ。
はーい。
Oh. Now let's clean as fuck.
わお、結構座り心地いいんだ。
Now it's so clean. Oh, it's like straight out of a mage's an art book or something. It's probably the white background making it. This looks so good to me. Crazy.
速度はあんまり出ないけどね。足はステップ。
By the way, I would never ride a motorcycle. I think they're cool, but I'd be way too nervous, man. Too dangerous.
オッケー。あんま密着しないんだ。
Also, using like short shorts on a motorcycle is a bad idea. My mom got her leg burned on one before, riding in the
運
back
転
with
中に
shorts.
誘惑してこないように、そのまま天国に行ってしまう。
それは夜のお楽しみでしょう。
やったぜ。
まあ自称春明さんがまた事故って立ち往生とかしない限りですけど。
一応整備もちょっと勉強したぞ。早速原稿のネタにしたけど。
春明さんが調子に乗るとかっこ悪くなりがちだから注意すること。
ちえみはラリってぶっ殺さないように注意ね。
I think one fault's better than one fault's way worse than the other.
リセットはもうないことを忘れずにってとこかな。
True.
違いない。
Don't be like. Actually, I can't reference that. That's a huge spoiler. I turn on the engine.
じゃあ行くよ。
オッケー。
Ride off into the sunset. Secretly see Mato stalking behind them with evil eyes. She was the villain the whole time. Just as the previous journey led to a dream we could no longer return to. This one would surely lead us to moments so great they could never be repeated. Credits? That's the end. It's interesting. It's interesting that they left, like... Again, I know I meme a lot about Mato, but we really didn't know information on what's up with Mato. And, like, what happened to Rikato's fucking spider dog demon that just disappeared. There's no sequel, right? Anyways, enjoy the credits. Kind of a cute animation. Great Lord Shinai fake. Shoji. That was Dark Child. Now we might have missed a couple bad endings. The only one I can think of is the one with Nosato, since we got the password right by accident. I mean, okay, I guess I should be talking. I mean, we'll have a review and tier list and stuff like they did with Muv-Luv. It's a good game. I definitely enjoyed, like, the first 2/3 of the game more, when you're more playing the actual werewolf game. If that was the best bits. I think, like, for the last third, when you're doing all the lore finding, I think it's mixed. Some parts I really liked, some parts where it felt a little rushed or confusing, but... still a good game. I don't know, I feel like a lot of Raging Loop fans, like I've seen a couple comments on it, it's always like, you know, this game's not the best. Like they always like, before they talk about it, they always like kind of say, hey, I know this game isn't like the greatest. There's no such thing as werewolves. How do you know? But I don't know why people have that opinion. Like I don't think it's perfect, but I don't think you need to. start off every sentence with that. It's better than a lot of Well, not a lot since I don't have a huge visual novel repertoire, but it's like up there. It's pretty good, especially for like a company not exactly known for visual novels. But yeah, we'll dive a little deeper. Revelation mode. You can replay the game with additional thoughts and flashbacks by Haruaki as well as added scenes from other characters' point of view. But I'll be waiting there. What, that? New Game Plus on a visual novel? Ending true. Yeah, sure, let's chill with the cheap. Okay, I don't know. Am I playing that?
よう、大将。
Seems like a lot if it's really that.
ここまで至ってくれて。
Oh, that's, that's gonna piss me off. You know what? It probably has what happened to Ritato and Meito in that, though, so I think we have to read it. If it's other characters' POV, then maybe we'll see what actually happened to Ritato and Meito.
今、一つの長い長い悪夢が終わった。夢の専門家として、大将の手へ煩
We'll definitely check it out. It might be a lot of skipping, if possible, though. I'm not a huge fan of mandatory New Game Pluses in games, though. And I don't think I've ever seen that in a visual novel. Yeah, no one cares about the old wolf guy. He was just evil to the core.
仮に人命が助かったとしても、かわいそうなことになる奴が少なからず出るのがこの手の事件の常なんだが、まさかこいつまでなんだかんだで助かるとは。
Ritato? Yeah. Hey. It's been a while since we saw Chibi Ritato.
しかしお前、一体どうしたあなた。春明のやつの契約執行は間に合ったはずだし、その場合、ただ自殺して終わるはずだろ。
True?
それは本編のリカ子もあなたも知るところではございませんが。
Please play New Game Plus to find out.
あなたは知っておられるでしょ。白々しいですよ。
It was Meiko, dude. Dude, I'm calling it. It was Meiko, dude.
おう。じゃあ、振りがあったところで、いくつかの説明に移らせてくれ。ん？もう終わりじゃなかったのかって？おいおい大将。レイジングループは、あの往生際最悪の春明のやつの物語だぜ。事件は完全に終わったが、大将にはまだお楽しみが残ってるのさ。
ええ、とても良い趣味のお楽しみが。
Tasteful.
本編で一杯食わされた私もこれには大賛成でございます。
トゥルーエンド題してちえみちゃんとラブラブロングツーリング。
At least, I mean, the true ending, everyone's happy. Nosato's happy. I'm guessing Mochi and Haru are happy. We're happy. It all kind of worked out.
その題って一体誰が考えておられるのでしょうか。
Guessing the sheep himself. Or herself.
どうかしたか？
いえ、お先をどうぞ。
He has some banger titles.
エンディング内容についてはここでいろいろ言うのも野暮ってもんだろ。あくまでゲームとしての手続きを説明しよう。
Lay it on. Sell it to me, bro.
トゥルーエンドに到達した
Because it's not that exciting.
モードが解禁された。
I'm sorry, again, I'm just not a New Game Plus kind of guy.
すでにオプション内に
I feel like for other POVs,
今はオフだがオンにしてもらえれば早速発動するぜ。
I think for like, I'm trying to think how they handle other POVs in visual novels. Either it's just like normal, or they have like, at least in Fate, they did like interlude when switching to like another POV until going back to the main POV. But it's funny because we actually did have an outside POV in this, in the first route, watching the feast while Haruaki was in the cage.
まあ、それで何が起こるのでしょう。
なんだ その棒読みこれをオンにすると
Revelation
本編の各
scenes.
所に暴露シーンが表示される
It's probably just like, I mean, I'm assuming we can skip around and find them.
ほ
Not like reading through the whole thing again.
暴露シーンとは本編では描かれなかった春秋の視点外の様々な情報
Mato. Dude,
これは
Mato POV incoming.
感情や対話のことだ
I'm good. I'm excited.
3
Yomi and Wit.
基地での狼側の思考や暗躍それに全編通してのどっかの黒幕様の陰謀とか
I mean, at least this is kind of interesting. New POVs. It does feel I am actually kind of interested, so.
おめえあれ大丈夫なのか
Mainly with, I mean, I don't know.
儚くも不可思議な一ヒロインの仮面の下に恐るべき悪意をはらむ敵役として
Like how,
魅力をご開示
I mean, we'll see. I'm like, how like interesting is Rikato's POV gonna be since we already know her personality? Like, is it really just gonna be her like, it has to be like her what she's doing at night and like background scenes and like that. It's not gonna be the same scenes just from her POV and she's talking normal, but and then she's thinking like, hee, they don't know that I'm actually evil.
いや暴露される数々のドジとかバカとか血は喧嘩
Holy based.
釣り捨てればいいのか
Okay.
あれ
Now you're making me really excited. That's the best kind of Rikato.
まあそのようなあれそれも
True.
うにゃうにゃとありつつも暴露シーンには本編からこぼれた謎や不思議の数々が詰まっております
Don't spoil.
それこそ私があの暗闇の中でなぜあのようなことになったのか
That thing in the darkness.
あるいは謎めいた春秋様がどのようなことを内心で考えておられたのかの開示であったりとか
Give us Haruaki's POV when he's not constantly lying, even to the audience.
あとは羊様と春秋様の冒頭から繰り広げられてたこっぱずかしい茶番劇もしっかりと収録されております
てめえ反撃かよ
しますとも反撃第一あなたはよくもそういう立場で
You did that too?
全編通してインターフェーステロをやれましたね
I mean, Rikato literally did that too, but it was short-lived. She only was an interface character at the beginning, so
おめえにだけ
definitely
は任せて
less egregious than what Sheep did.
というようなリカ子と羊のやりとりもちょっとではありますがヒントコーナーに追加されるとかなんとか
Cool.
そんな暴露モードだがこれをオンにする
Okay, that's what I want to
シナ
see.
リオチャートにも少しだけ変化が現れる今すでに出てるはずだが各ルートに入った時各チャプターの四角の
Okay, beautiful.
星のマークが出てるはずだ
It's just more like scene hunting like we did before we got to the 7th route. We can do that. That's fun. That's like fragment hunting in Higurashi.
もし大将が暴露だけさらい読みしたいなら活用してくれ
I'm assuming there's no point of just reading throughout the whole thing again. Like revelation scenes are only that there's not many like non-revelation scenes where we hear other POVs, I think.
あら私が読んでいるといくつかの星に
Colored
色がつきましたが
暴露モードがオンの状態でそのチャプターに踏み込むと星に色がつい
So
て
you know what you've read, I guess?
星になるまあまだ見てない暴露シーンのあるチャプターを
Okay,
探す
I
一
mean,
助にしてくれって
That's
とこ
fair.
ろだ
Fair enough. We're just gonna go order from like from like route specific, so route 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Based? Yeah, okay, that's great.
なるほどすでに読んで
Alright, so it's like it's new game, it's like the optional new game plus.
じっくり読む
Like you can technically read through the whole game, and I guess people who would do that would probably like leave it for like a year, though they or something. But they would be crazy not to see like the missing content, I feel. But it's basically just like, you know, little fragment gathering again from Higurashi. So I liked it. All right, I'm sold. I mean, I was already sold, but
もちろん
I'm less
じっ
shocked.
くり読み直してもらえればさらに味わい深いだろうが楽しみ方は大
I feel like again, if you were gonna reread the whole story with this on, like maybe like in a year or two would be like the best experience. Just as like as excited as I am, like you would want the memory to fade a bit. Like you're still gonna remember the core of the story probably, and obviously the werewolf game stuff probably won't be as fun, but yeah,
ただ
obviously we're not gonna do that.
暴露シーン既読
Especially
の人は
as we're doing a series on YouTube about it.
チャプターの冒頭を踏んだ時だ
So if you leave too early, it's still
推
marked.
しが推しになったからって全部の暴露シーンを読んだわけじゃねえからチャプターの最後までしっかり読んでくれよなそれと次の選択肢まで移動を使うとそこまでの暴露シーン
We're not gonna use that then.
表し
全編にわたり散りばめられた暴露をお読みいただければレイジングループをもう一度お楽しみいただけるでしょう
The double tap. The fun doesn't stop. More bonuses?
タイトルにあるエクストラを見た
I did.
あそこ
Oh
に
my
並んでる
god.
のはどれも
There's so much content.
お客さんに当たる
And I thought we would have. This is gonna be done like in tandem with Muv-Luv, but I feel like this is definitely gonna leak into late next month, maybe. Depending on how much content there really is. Or even longer. But completing the main story, Extra is now unlocked and playable. Oh, wait, no. I must have been thinking of something else. Extra was faded out, right?
全部まとめれば
Maybe.
結構な分量がございますね
They're of decent length.
ああ例えばこいつが本編の後どんなひってえ
Dude, that's so based. What do you mean? Rikato's life with no Sato?
羊様の属する組織のことや謎めいたあの
Mako story, Mako story, Mako story. It's crazy that that's the one I'm most excited about. Even though all three of these sound pretty good.
そういうこったもし気になったらぜひ
Of course.
してみてくれ
ちなみに
We're 100%ing.
女ハンター VS ヒグマから羊 VS 報告書の山までの部門は暴露シーンは含まれていません
Made sense. Revelation scenes only protrude to the main story, right? How would there be any revelations in those stories?
事件が終わって裏表のない日々を過ごす連中俺含むをめでてやってくれると嬉しいぜさてさてどうにも説明が長くなっちまったな
Alright, the video is a little short.
待っていなければ良いのですが
まるでこれで終わりみてえに言うな幸いにして極悪じじい除く全員生き延びたんだこれを読んだ大将たちの中でな
That's me.
皆様ぜひ脳内でリカ子およびリカ子を大活躍させてくださいましそれはもうどんな色々でも構いません
おめえが言うと冗談にならねえからまともあれ
If they're gonna show the sheep thing again, they should replace it with like Rikato's face for one. That'd be a funny bit.
これにて一件落着けじめはつけねえとな
ええ
レイジングループを遊んでくれて改めてありがとう
かの三強の緑よりも深く皆々様に感謝いたしますそれでは皆様
大将
さようならペコリ
You've unlocked the media player. You can access the media player by opening the album. Okay, yeah. OST stuff. On the title stream and opening this hint corner on the ending list, represented as the true ending's thumbnail picture. Incidentally, this ending may also have a revelation scene, or maybe it doesn't, for example, like this. Huh? Oh, it just ended. Yeah, I was thinking of album. So we're missing 2 side things, but we have all the bad endings. Okay, so I guess the thing I was thinking about, the getting the wrong password for Nosato doesn't matter. Little CG viewer. I wonder if we did any new CGs from yeah, we're missing stuff from the revelations. Or this is, since that's the true ending, this is probably 2 of these might be the other endings we're missing. Missing death stream. 2 missing death streams? I mean, we're just peeping. I guess, like, oh my god. Huntress versus Bear. Blockhead versus Final Boss. Writer versus Mystery Station. Don't say this could be us, but this could be Mamiya. Boy and Girl versus In From Hell. Okay, this is Kyonosuke and Rikako, probably. Huntress versus Bear. I don't know who this could be. Chiemi? It's only Chiemi's the only huntress. Unless we're the bear. This could be our story. Then who's Writer versus Mystery Station could be Mamiya. Boy and Girl versus In From Hell. I hope it's the In with the funny voice actress girl. Boy and Girl could be well, one of this has to be Mako, right? I don't say this could be Haru and Mochi. Sheep story. Interesting. So we have to turn this shit on, right? Oh, I'm revolutionizing. Right here. All right, well, we'll save the new charts for next time. Thank you guys for watching the playthrough. Obviously, we still got quite a bit of content to go, I think. So, we'll continue on. But thanks for joining me through the main story. It's fun. I'm glad there is some extra content too, because there are some questions, some stuff that is missing that I would like some context on. And plus, it just sounds like some fun stuff, kind of like the Higurashi console art stuff, especially with the extra stories. I don't know what I'll do first, Revelations or extra. Probably Revelation. Makes a little more sense to tackle first. But yeah, until later, see ya.